for sure. So if you've been around since February, you know that what I've been doing one time a month is joining with many other centers in our organization and working a theme, and that theme is a world that works for everyone. If you haven't been around, I just need to say that a world that works for everyone does not mean everybody gets their own way. It's really important that that's said, because that would actually be impossible. We're not all going to get our own way. But what I have taken it to mean, a world that works for everyone, is that there is equality, there is fairness, there is equal access, there is equal application. It doesn't mean we're all going to get our own way, okay? But a world working for everyone is a tall, tall vision. And this philosophy as an organization is all about that big vision. A world that works for everyone. Can we even actually wrap our brains around that? We're probably all at different places with how well we do that. So this is the first of the month, which means this is the day we're doing this. So my topic today about social conscience deals with three main things. Freedom from discord. Come back to that in just a minute. Personal responsibility. And then what does social conscience or consciousness, we use those two words interchangeably. They both work for us. So let me come back to this idea, freedom from discord. Ernest Holmes, our founder, long time ago, wrote a thing called the Declaration of Principles. And in that, he had this one statement. He had a lot of statements, but there's one that said, we envision a world where emancipation from all discord is the norm, and surely to be attained by all. Wow. So when I was a new student of this philosophy, I remember thinking, freedom or emancipation, same interchangeable words here, freedom from discord, is that even possible? Because you can look around the world and it looks pretty impossible. Even in my own life, sometimes it feels like it's impossible. Freedom from discord, is that possible? So I had that question in my mind as I was going through a lot of my studies. The second question I had with it is that even a good goal? Is that something we should even be trying for? Because in my life, I don't know, maybe not you, but some of the discordant things were the times that I grew. Some of the challenges were the times that I got the biggest kick in the tush, and I grew from that. So I thought, well, maybe freedom from discord isn't even a valuable goal here. So I just kind of let myself play with those things for a while. I understand it better now, and I understand that it's a vision. A vision is not a goal. A vision is the bigger picture. We may not in our lifetime see it, but we're still going to reach for it as a vision. And I'll come back to why that's important in just a little bit. So knowing that that's a vision, I looked up the word discord and I separated out the words to see, let's see where this word comes from and what it's made of. So the word dis means separate or apart. Cord, if you break it down to core, C-O-R, Spanish-speaking people you already know, corazón, core refers to heart. Separate from our heart. Wow, that gave it a whole different feeling. So discord doesn't mean we're not ever going to have challenges to grow from. Discord, freedom from discord, freedom from being separated from our heart. Oh, now that's a whole different concept. I think it's a wonderful goal to strive for. Not feeling separate from our heart. Or we can expand that from saying our heart to saying our spirit, our soul. Never feeling separate from our own spirit, our own heart, our own love. Great. I love that goal. I'm all over that goal. I can wrap my brain around that very easily. So, freedom from discord. And sure to be attained by all. All right, now let me go into Ernest Holmes. Just one quote from him today about this discord thing. We should be able to look a discordant fact in the face. Practitioners remember this, because this is all in the training. We should be able to look a discordant fact in the face and deny its reality. I will come back. Since we know its seeming reality is borrowed from illusion, we should be able to look at a wrong condition with the knowledge that we can change it. The realization that we have this ability must be gained by the application of this knowledge. Okay, what he's talking about here, as I'm reading it, is a little f fact. That means it's an effect. It's something we see in our human world. It's the little f fact. And and the little f facts can be changed. That's huge, and it's one of the biggest premises of our teaching. We should be able to look at a wrong condition with the knowledge that we can change it. So if we ever hear ourselves saying, that's just the way it is, we need to catch that. Well, really? Who said? Is that really true? That's just the way it is. Maybe what we're seeing in the world of effects looks like one of those discordant facts. It doesn't mean it must remain that way. Okay, so this is what I think Ernest Holmes is talking about. We don't have to look at the world and say that's just the way it is, and there's nothing we can do about that. We can make a difference. Keeping it very personal. I don't know about you, but sometimes, I already kind of mentioned it, but looking at the discordant stuff in my own life can be extremely challenging. It's a kind of a lifetime work just to work on our own challenges and our own discord in our own lives. The times that what we're saying and how we're living are out of congruence. The times when we're struggling with what do I really think and what do I really believe about that. The times when we're praying for something wonderful to happen, but something not so wonderful seems to be happening. They create discord within us. So this teaching says over and over and over that we can change the facts, the effects, the things that we look at. And the way we do that is again and again and again to go back to what we call first cause. Just another way of saying God. Just another way of saying the power of the one mind. We go back to the first cause. It asks us to lift our eyes above the discord that we see and lift it to a higher truth. We can all do that if we try. If I personally want to be free from discord in my own life, I need to, number one, recognize that it's there, and number two, make new choices. We've heard this before, have we not? We need to make new choices. And we need to make the choices that are going to move us out of the discord then and into the harmony. I, for one, am never an advocate of denial. Ernest Holmes says we deny the reality. What he really means is we deny that it has to stay that way. Okay. We don't go into denial, because burying our head in the sand about our problems certainly doesn't help. Anybody tried that? Yeah, it doesn't work. It actually, what we resist persists, so if we bury our head in the sand, we just keep it stuck. What we want to do instead is say, this is just a fact, so acknowledge it. And then say, but it doesn't have to stay this way, I can make a new choice. On an individual level, it's a daily thing for most of us if we're on this spiritual path. How do I move myself from feeling out of congruency or from feeling discordant into a more harmonious living? And we just keep going to the first cause. All right, now, I said it's hard enough to do just ourselves, but now we're going to move it to collective. We're going to move it because if we're working about this world that works for everyone, we've got to talk about the collective idea now. We toss a word around here a lot. Oneness. 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 When we think about the collective, when we think about planet Earth and all of the inhabitants on this Earth, if we stick in, or if we get stuck in us and them thinking, that's them. We need to come back to the idea of oneness. Oneness means I am you. Whether I like you or not, I am you. I'm one with you. We are all one with each other. So when we hear ourselves talking about those people, who are those people if there's really only oneness? So I know that's a hard one. I know it's a hard one. To look at somebody that we completely disagree with and say, I'm one with you. I get it. It's hard. And yet at the spiritual level, that's where it's one. On the human level, we have all kinds of opinions and viewpoints and ways of looking at the world, of course. But we're talking about the spiritual truth is that we are all one. So, and when we're looking at the collective, we have to come back to that first. As we move ourselves individually out of discord, we are making a difference to the collective. We make a difference because of this oneness. So every stride I make to move myself out of the discord and into the harmony, I've made a difference to you, to the city, to the planet. You get the idea. Because there's only one thing, right? If we're all in this together, every time I heal something, move myself into harmony, I make a difference to the whole. And every time you do, you make a difference to the whole as well. So if we, just like I said in an individual, if I want to free myself from discord, I need to make new choices. The same is true